What's up, everybody? Josh at Evoke Bike here, and we're talking cyclocross. Cross is finally coming. I'm going to be doing some videos, getting you guys ready for your season. Maybe you're new to cross and you're thinking about getting involved, or maybe you've been racing cross for a few seasons. We're going to have a broad range of videos from Cat 5 to Cat 1, touching on a bunch of topics. The next couple videos we'll do after this one. This one's going to be very intro and high level, but the next couple of videos we'll get into what type of training you should be doing in preparation for your season, some specific workouts, what zones you should be targeting in these workouts, what physiological adaptations we're hoping to get you ready, and basically go through all the demands of the cross season and what your training should look like to prepare you for those races. But this video is going to be super high level. We're going to talk about if you're interested in getting into cross, or maybe you've been racing cross for a few seasons, but where should you start? And number one for sure would be, do you have a cross bike? If you don't have a cross bike, check it out. Go get one. I wouldn't recommend racing on your road bike. Yeah, if you have a mountain bike, that'd be a great entry bike to get involved with. But yeah. Looking to get in a cross bike, maybe even borrow a cross bike from a friend. There's always a buddy you probably have who's been sending you all these crosses coming memes. Talk to that guy, hit him up, that gal, and yeah, it's great. You need that cross bike to get involved. If you have a cross bike already, say you've been racing for a little while, now would be a great time to bring the bike to the shop and get a full overhaul. Cross just destroys equipment. Maybe you do this stuff yourself. There's a whole checklist of things you should do. And on top of that, maybe now's a good time to order some backup equipment, some brake pads, maybe even some rotors. If you want to go crazy, maybe even get some spare shifters. Those tend to break if you make a fall. Just an idea there. I know I like to stock up on a few things because inevitably things will break, and it's good to have them, especially now with the pandemic and everything. Getting equipment is hard to come by, so it's good to stock up. Get on top of these things sooner than later. So yeah, number one would be cross bike equipment. Number two would be, what does your cross calendar look like? If you're new to cross, get on Bike Reg or talk to that guy or gal who is totally telling you the cross is coming. See what races they do, what races are in your area. Maybe there's like a local cross practice. Find out from maybe you're on a team, find out some guys on your team or gals on your team, what races they're doing. Yeah, and I would start mapping that out, put it on your calendar, get like a macro view of, okay, I'm going to race this weekend or this weekend, see how they all fall. And then from there, number three would be see what your goals are within that. If it's your first season, maybe you just want to finish some races, see if you like it. But if you're more seasoned in it, maybe you pick a specific race you want, or maybe it's a race series, or so maybe it's a whole race weekend. Typically, cross races are run as Saturday, Sunday. Not always, but the bigger races are definitely a whole weekend. So yeah, and then after you have that, you got your equipment dialed, you got your calendar, you have your races, your priority races. You know kind of what you're aiming for. Then you can start working backwards and say, hey, what should my training look like? If you're new, again, I think doing a local cross practice would be great. But yeah, if you're a seasoned veteran, maybe you know what to do. Maybe you know from past seasons what your strengths are, what your limiters are. Start working on those things. See what for your priority races, for your A races, what are the demands of that specific course? What have you been poor at in the past? How's your running? You're not gonna, win a race with your running, but you can definitely lose, if you spike that heart rate and you just can't recover. Just something to think about. There's so many other skills involved in cross, which makes it, a different beast to tackle from road racing. And there are tactics, there are specific workouts to work on skills. There's a bunch of stuff. If you would like to, you can shoot me an email. Us at all the guys at Evoke, the coaches, we would love to talk about cross. I know I specifically would love to talk about this. I could help you, plan out your training season. But yeah, I would say those are kind of the big things right now to get prepared for your cross season. And as I said, as we get into the future videos, we'll get more specific as to what that training should involve, some specific workouts, stuff like that. But yeah, and then also during the season, I'm going to take you guys along on my journey for and let you guys see like what I'm doing in my prep. My goal priority races are the UCI races on the East Coast. I'll maybe post some of the races I'm doing in the link below the video. But yeah, I'll do some training updates. We'll do some race recaps, and you guys can come along and see what a Cat 1 cyclocross racer does. You know, I get my teeth kicked in at these UCI races, but it's going to be a blast. I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Maybe like the video, tell your friends, subscribe, and we'll keep putting out more cross content. I'm hoping to also do like a Q&A session that Brendan does with the Cat 4 questions. We'll do like a cyclocross specific one. So again, shoot me an email if you have a question. Yeah, I hope you guys like this. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.